The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment, heard on the official website of HEW Entertainment. It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
The beat! The man! You gotta beat the man! Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here.
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now.
Doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't have to feel this pain. You know you gotta tear down the walls that you built around you. When you feel you can't go on any further, beneath you slips away, you can call on me, you can scream my name, no matter how far away you are. I'll find a way, whatever it takes, I'll be there can call on me. You can scream my name, no matter how far away you are. Just find a way, whatever it takes. I'll be there for you. So when you need me, just call on me. Call on me. You can scream my name, no matter how far away you are. Just find a way, whatever it takes. I'll be there for you. So when you need me, just call on me.
There are those singles that you will find yourself listening to over and over, and I really think this is one of them. Angel Falls with Count on Me. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke. If you have not heard this song before, you can find it on our Facebook page at facebook.com/HEW Entertainment, where we invite you as a fan to get in on the discussion. You can follow our show on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke1, and of course watch us on YouTube at Jonathan Clarke22. What were the chances of Disney releasing a Skylanders-based video game? Well, the chances turned out to be pretty high, because Disney has released Disney Infinity, a collection of figures that are actually interactive, that come to life when you place them on an interactive pod, and you can play as your favorite Disney characters in a Skylanders-based video game for the first time ever, released by Disney Interactive and a few co-developers. Really excited as a fan of Disney video games for all the fans of Disney, not just myself, for having a chance to play this game, but you're going to be given a tremendous opportunity. For those of you who have never played a Skylanders video game, this is similar, but the ratings for this video game and the reviews are very greater than the reviews that were given for Skylanders video games, because there were a lot of faults and there were a lot of negative things that were said about the Skylanders video game series, but you're finding very few negative reviews and comments being dropped. For Disney Infinity, there are more positive reviews, and more fans are excited for this one than any previous video game that's been similar in comparison to this one. Now, you can make as many comparisons as you want between Disney Infinity and Skylanders, but Disney Infinity is far more superior because of the popularity of the characters and the amount of diversity that you have. The selection of characters that you have to play as in this game for $12.93 each is incredible. You have Buzz Lightyear, who is a newer addition to the Disney Infinity collection. You have Woody, you have Wreck-It Ralph, you have one of the guys from The Incredibles, you have Sully from Monsters Incorporated, a number of Monster Incorporated characters, Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean, a number of other Pirates of the Caribbean characters like Barbossa is also in there. The Lightning McQueen character and the car characters are also available for play, and you have playable world discs and power discs also available for this game, and the ratings of this game are really high. Very surprising to me that the ratings were as high as they were. When I read some reviews, some of you have rated this game as high as 8.5 through 9. Some of you have rated it a little bit lower, 7.5. There are a couple of 6s in there, but all in all, the overall average of this game seems to be anywhere between 8.5 and 9 when it comes to a 10-star rating on a 10-star scale perspective. So that's a pretty good rating to give a Disney game that has still got a lot of novelty attached to it. This is the first of its kind. You know, I've stated that a number of Disney video games have the potential of being one of the greatest Disney video games ever created. I said that about the Kingdom Hearts video game series, and I've been saying that about Kingdom Hearts for years, especially with the release of the HD series with Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Final Mix coming up near the end of 2014. But I'm going to have to say the same thing about Disney Infinity. It's certainly, if not one of the greatest Disney video games of all time, it's got to be a candidate for greatest Disney video game of all time, just because of the amount of diversity the game has, and because of how much unpredictability you can create with Disney Infinity. I've never seen a game this diverse released by Disney before, and for additional information, of course, you can go to IGN.com for screenshots, reviews, cheats, and actually strategies on how to play this game. The campaign, you will find it not that challenging from other campaigns that other Disney video games have presented. There have been far more challenging campaigns that Disney video games have presented. Maybe over the last 5 to 6 years, the campaign, comparing the campaigns of Kingdom Hearts
to Disney Infinity is a far cry from what Kingdom Hearts presented or any other Disney video game that's been previously released. Even Disney Universe was a little bit more challenging than this game. You will find some aspects of the campaign a little bit challenging, but it won't be too hard to kind of coincide for the younger audiences that will be purchasing this game and be enjoying this game. One thing about it is you will not complete the game in an hour, even though the campaign is not as challenging as what some people were expecting it to be based off of how challenging the campaigns of the Skylander video games were. Even though the campaigns aren't very challenging, one thing that you will get out of this game are hours of enjoyment because of how many things you can do with the game. There are multiple adventures, there are multiple playable modes, there's a toy box mode, there's an online feature. I like everything about this game. The feel of the game is awesome. You also get tips on the loading screens, and you have different visuals which really draw you in to the game. One thing that you will notice are the cutscenes in the game are very detailed. It's a full-blown HD experience, and it's a level up, if anything, from the Skylanders video games that we have previously experienced. You will find that this game will cost you a lot, and that is one of the variables that will really decrease the sale